in this position we can see that white has just laid his bishop to b5 and is trying to apply pressure on the knight on d7 via all these pieces looking towards it. Now okay, this is actually very instructive, as we can see that there is a clear weakness of the light squares around the white king because of the pawn being on g3. Now if we start to look for forcing moves, the capture which could potentially come to mind is knight into e5, but we might discard it because of bishop into e8. But if we start to look deeper, we can see that after knight into e5, bishop into e8, we have knight f3 check, and at least we get the exchange back via capturing the rook on e1. And okay, black is most likely is completely winning there because of the hanging bishop on e8. So now if we start to investigate further into the position, we see that after knight into e5, something like rook into e5 is played, we capture rook into e5, bishop into e5, queen d5, yet again exploiting the extremely weak light squares around the king, and actually it seems to just win the game for black. So okay, knight into e5, if not rook into e5, something like bishop into e5 or d into e5, you can still play queen to d5, exploiting the one light squares around the king and completely winning the game. So it has just been knight into e5, rook into e5, rook into e5, d into e5, queen d5, and okay, we are just crushing white on this diagonal.